$6,000 fine is pretty excessive for a small business.
That's how much United Home Center on 3rd Avenue in Bay Ridge had to fork over to the city. All because its awning that's been up for decades was not properly permitted.
No one knew that we had to have any type of permit. These awnings have been up before we even took over the stores.
Any other sanitation would give you a warning. We didn't get any warnings. It was just, there's a ticket and there's a fine and pay it.
And it's the same story all along 3rd Avenue, including 2 doors down at Harry Horowitz's business.
And I think it's wrong. I mean, these signs have been here 30 some odd years.
The Department of Buildings say they only enforce sign and awning permits after there's been a complaint, and those have skyrocketed, more than doubling since last year citywide and tripling to more than 1,000 in Brooklyn alone. Store owners, some of which are even taking down their awnings as a precaution, think some contractor may be looking to stir up business by filing complaints against entire city blocks.
It makes sense that it's got to be one of the sign guys or somebody who works with something like that. That's because how would anyone even know that you would have to have a permit to have a sign up here when we don't even know we need one?
Signs are not a crime. Signs are not a crime.
Now, in response to all the hefty fines, affected business owners are rallying with council members to demand the Department of Buildings put a moratorium on penalties.
This is insane. From Bay Ridge to the Bronx, we're seeing this.
The long-term goal would be to create a system that gives fair warning to business owners about sign violations and reduce the fine to a more reasonable amount when there is an actual safety concern.
Let's stop finding these businesses. Let's find ways to work with them to make sure they're complying with the law.
I did have an extensive phone conversation with a spokesman for the Department of Buildings who tells me there are real safety concerns here, and many of these permitting requirements, they do date back quite a few decades as well.